We can amass money and cars and houses and buildings and things like that, but they can all go away. But when we do help somebody, you can't take that from me. You can take all my money, but you can't take what we've done as a collective company to help people in our community.
It used to be, we get a call from a service tech at 7 or 8 o'clock at night, Christmas Eve. I'm not making up the story. This is legitimately, they call and say, look, I'm in this customer's house. It's going to be $200 or $300 to replace their fan motor, and they don't have the $200 or $300. We want to match every possible one of those needs that we find. So
the truth is, we've been doing it ever since day one when we were in business. We just like to make it official. We're a part of the community, and we want to be generous, and we want to provoke others to be generous as well.
The goal, like you said about with our mission statement, is not to make money and then do all the work. It's to do the work so well and then you make money. And it's not just words, it legitimately is why we show up every day.
There are 2 people that we work with in our services, and they've been with us for quite a long time. And just starting through the progression, they came to us for services really just around employment.
A few years ago, they bought a house together with some help from co-workers at Goodwill for some guidance and stuff like that. And then recently, very recently, they were just married.
I think Raisin and Sean are a good example of people that it wasn't just about Goodwill giving back, it was about them really wanting more. But we don't take credit. There was a lot of people involved, but mainly Rachel and Sean really spearheading what they wanted.
Some people say, do they ever thank you? It's not about a thank you. It's about the next stepping stone. We all need help sometimes in our lives, and if I can offer that piece to somebody or lots of somebody's, I'm going to take advantage of it.
One individual that was special to me that we were able to help was Franklin. He was the 100th car that Second Chances placed in their program. This car helped him, and it was a hand up, not a handout.
Anyone who is working poor or working low income, who needs repair, maintenance, or vehicle to expand their employment opportunities, we're there to service them. And having Dynamic back us up has expanded what we're able to do.
So it was a given when Maud here came to us about Second Chances Garage. We know how to fix cars, and one of our goals as we were growing was to start not just giving money to people and sponsoring. We wanted to do things with people, actively help in the community, not just write checks.
It fulfills what I feel something I want to do and I have to do because of a story. May I share a story with you? When Luca was 13 years old, she was taken from her home and sent to the Nazi concentration camps, where she spent 3.5 years. Denied access to medical care, dental care, barely had a piece of bread and a spoon of weak coffee for 3.5 years. Then there was a gentleman named Liza, who was 16 years old, also ripped from his home, sent to the Nazi concentration camps, spent 3.5 years, denied access to any medical or dental care. Along comes May 1945, the war is over, they're released, they meet each other, they marry, and then a year later they have a baby. Now 71.5 years later, they're getting ready to celebrate the 72nd wedding anniversary, and their firstborn child is standing here talking to you now. So when I understand how my parents were denied access to medical and dental care, this is something I feel so strong about that I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that nobody else is denied care to the point where I have any power. And I just have I'm just a small cog in the wheel, but to whatever I can do, I do.
It's very, very rewarding. It makes you happy. It makes you happy to work in an office that cares.
I found that giving back to the community is something that I missed from I used to be a police officer here in Frederick. And that community involvement was just such a loss when I switched over to more of the private sector. So I called Community Living and I said, so we have I don't know, like 400 large bags of coffee coming. Can you send anybody to help?
They were heavy.
Yes.
I didn't mind it.
What's your favorite job to do? Do you have a preference?
Well, folding towels, because it's more of a sit-down job too.
That's true. Yeah, you can relax while you work.
Oh, you can.
Charles, he comes in a couple times a week.
Yeah.
He's always smiling. He's always happy.
Yep.
Yep. He's just a really good worker. So I'm just happy to have him with us. The idea wasn't thought of until the folks came in and I started spending time with them and they were spending time with me. And then customers were coming in and I saw the bond that was created between everybody and kind of an understanding of who everyone was, and it seemed like a very safe place to have this melting pot. Just realized one day his potential for singing. Some of our pop hits were on. And we were like, what? Is someone singing? So now Ray, we all sing with Ray. He can hit the highest notes. What's your high note? Go ahead.
Oh.
Oh. He's a great singer. Thanks, Ray.